Tim O'Keefe, Spider Juice Technologies, SEO Shorts. And today we're going to start getting into breaking down really the outline of SEO. But first thing I wanted to do is tell it through a story that actually happened today. I had a kid who is no longer a kid, just recently graduated from college, that I coached early on in my youth coaching career. And he wrote me through Facebook, and he asked me, hey coach, I was looking at GoDaddy, which is of course the registrar for URLs, and I said he said, I want to start buying websites like www.buyurl.com. He goes on to say, I want to forward it into my own personal website for buying, selling home, blah, blah, blah. And I was hoping to also have those domains sit at the top of Google searches for buying, selling in this area, and people who search that area from out of the area. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is how I responded. I said, not bad names. I can do an all-day or a 3-day talk on this, but here's the Clips Notes. Exact match keyword domains do not work that well in Google anymore. They do in Bing and Yahoo. Google wants to trust you. They want to do that through your brand name. You might recall a meme I put out, an email and out on social media recently in the last few weeks that said Google trusts who they trusts. Okay, so that means if Facebook trusts you, then Google likely is going to trust you because Google trusts Facebook. Google certainly trusts themselves, so having a branded place on YouTube is going to help you. So I go on to say, so your brand must umbrella all that you do. So if your brand is your name, let's just say Tim O'Keefe or Bob Jones, and your domain is something else, it may not help you, it may not penalize you either much, but you're kind of one leg down. So I'd pick a name like your name sells the southbay.com or something like that, and use that as your business name also, as well as the domain. Although that's a mouthful, so maybe something shorter. You can always pick up whatever URL you want and redirect that to the section on that particular topic in the URL that's within the site. But do not market it for SEO reasons, just for marketing reasons. And as I like to say, what would the number one brand in the world do? What would Coca-Cola do? What does grown-up websites do? So to just buy a domain and thinking it will rise won't happen anymore. I own, true story, timokeefe.net. It used to sit on page 1 without much help. Now, no longer, for the reasons above. A guy who is friends with James Franco, the celebrity, is a musician by the same name as me, got tons of publicity because of his friendship and collaboration with Franco, and overtook me in multiple publications. And I could fix that by pressing my brand through various techniques I do for my clients. Just starting to barely get going on that, but it's not on my priority list. The Quickie SEO guide can be seen here. The devil's in the details, but might give you an idea. Also, I give them a page on the facebook.com/SpiderJuice Technologies page in notes, which is where I tend to put larger articles, almost blogs. And it says SEO in 5 steps. Number 1, the typical on-site SEO optimization. Title tag, H tags, robots.txt, sitemap.xml, cross-linking within posts, etc. Did I put good code there? Good code's important. Now, a lot of you are probably doing stuff on WordPress, so the code kind of comes along with just using that as a CMS. Back in the day, a lot of people thought, wow, good code is good SEO. It's the most important thing. Not true at all, but it's a big help. Inbound links. Old school inbound links still matter. Nothing has changed except that links are not the only game in town. And if you abuse them, Google will abuse you. Use your brand and less specific keyword related words like the old days. So in other words, in the old days, we would link 8 jillion times from sites. Our keyword mostly as the anchor text or the thing that we click. Instead of putting click here or whatever, instead of keyword, when you're linking from the outside in, it's a lot better to use your brand, in my case Spider Juice Technologies, or the URL http://spiderjuicetechnologies.com, etc. Okay, number 3. So we did, just to get back, we did number 1, traditional 200 on-page on-site elements, which is on-site SEO optimization by definition. Number 2, inbound links, old school stuff. Just don't be stupid like we used to be. Be smart, and you won't even need as many. 3, social noise, shares, likes, etc. What is this? It's nothing but a link. A social share is a link. So you're getting a link. Does it pass on juice? Nope. It's no followed. Does it pass on authority? Yep. And that's what you're going for. But you'll also get, hopefully, some traffic and some good metrics, which we'll show you later matters. Number 4, naps and citations. Not talking about nappy hair, talking about names, address, and phone number. And citations, which were the original words for the PageRank paper out of Stanford when these guys came up with the idea at Google of using links. Citations are what science papers and academic papers call as references to other papers that gives them more power, more value in the academic world. So the more citations from other smart people or smart papers to mine makes mine more important. Make sense? Okay, so those matter. And in fact, on something like Yelp, which is would be an idea where you can get a nap, or yp.com, you'll often see a link given to you. Okay, so it's kind of, a lot of these things kind of cross over. As I like to say, social is SEO, is reputation, is social, on and on and on. And the reason is because Yelp not only gives you a citation and a link, it also gives you a reputation. If you have 1 star out of 5 and as an average of 50 reviews, you're not doing well. Okay, so it kind of hits on all of those. Number 5, on-site page metrics, time on site, pages visited, bounce rate, site speed, pogo sticks, user experience, fast mobile, etc. all matters and gives you site page metrics. Probably the worst, most direct, egregious act that you can have happen is somebody type in your brand, they go to your site and leave in a couple seconds and go right back to Google. That hurts. It tells Google you are a bad choice to show to these people for that search query. Okay, those were the 5 on-site metrics. It is in some ways why the rich get richer. Ranking is about the rich getting richer. The better you do, the better you tend to do. The worse you do, the worse you tend to do. And it's a drop or a rise that's really hard to stop once it gets going. So it is important to do the right things, and it starts with your brand. And the first way to establish your brand is to make sure, as I intimated above, that you want to pick your name. If you're just starting out, know what name you're using. I have clients who use a bunch of different names across the web. Then you attach your business by claiming your business inside of Google My Business with your name, address, and phone number, and all the relevant information as much as you possibly can, filling up the proper slots for photos and information, and as much information as you possibly can. And you're on your way. That's an SEO outline. Next time on SEO Shorts, we'll start digging down a little bit deeper. This is Tim O'Keefe, SEO Shorts. Hope you enjoy yourself.